it's doing. Good evening, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone, Conversation with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and here's my cohort, Heather. And I have a Charlie horse in my leg all of a sudden.
And I've got good news. I have ears again.
Oh, that's fantastic. When did you get them? Oh.
Yesterday morning or Monday morning. And the only reason I got out of the chair at all is because I wanted my hearing aids because it was very painful.
Wow. I'm so sorry about your foot. Okay. You guys, please, out there in
work on my foot.
Send Heather some healing energy to her left foot. She is really having some issues with it right now.
Usually only takes a day or two to get rid of, but this was really, really, really bad on Monday. Sunday was bad, and today is almost bearable. So I'm getting it, but it's slow.
Well, I've been working on it, so if you guys can too. So, hey, Jay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Hey, Denise, Mary Ellen, Leah, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to see everybody here tonight. You know what we're going to talk about.
But before we
do that, believe this is part 1, and I know there's going to be a part 2, and there may be a part 3 because this was deep. Don't you think?
Yeah, there was so much information and stuff that we're going towards. So it started.
Anyway, I'll take this down so you can read your cards.
Okay.
If you're new to our channel, let me just say this because I know we have some new people out there. So Heather and I are just two crones sharing our spiritual journey experiences. Please don't judge, just take what resonates and leave the rest. We're guided to start this YouTube channel to share our journey and experiences in the hope that it helps others on their spiritual path. So thank you for being here and for being part of our journey. May we all learn and grow in love and compassion together. And so it is. And I don't know about how much people are learning out there from what we're saying, but I sure am learning a lot from what they're saying and the research that you do, because Heather does most of the research for the show, and then I just kind of put it all together.
She's fantastic doing that.
Yeah. But she does all the research, and it's not easy.
And I agree with Leah. It does feel like we're under pressure, but if you take a look at all of the sun things that are coming off the sun and how big they are.
The solar flares, is that what you mean?
They're huge. And so they are putting so much more energy on us. And yes,
I feel under pressure like a piece of coal too, Leah. I do. I feel like there's going to be explosion of something, and I don't know what it is.
So anyway, this is us trying to keep things simple. But we do have a little problem with that. And this one actually joins up with things. It says returning to the spirit is getting in the way of our trying to keep it simple. But returning to the spirit has to do with our humans who are so under storms. So you put under the storms and trying to stay with spirit, and that is interfering with our trying to be simple. Okay. So it's actually two things that are doing it. But meanwhile, our spirits are as committed as they can be to what needs to be done and what we need to do for ourselves, like our shadow work and stuff. I said, just hang in there. Keep the faith. Just keep the faith, because everything
That's what I keep getting from my guides. Keep the faith, keep the faith.
And everything, the celestial is going to win. It's going to come out on top. You just need to keep the faith, keep your commitment in your spirit, and all these things are really hurting are trying to stay simple. It's okay to try to stay simple. You just know you've got some challenges, but keep the faith. Everything will work.
Boy, you can say we've got some challenges. Bloody hell.
I do cards every day, and then every month I do for the month, and everything has all said, stand your ground, face the challenges, keep your cool, keep your courage. Everything's fine, but there's every single thing
And
is
self-care. Remember self-care. That's super, super important.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Hey, Akila, welcome. Nice to see you here tonight. Oh
yeah,
my goodness. Let's see. So we're going
there.
to becoming crystalline. What's that?
Oh, my hair was standing straight up. I'm going, oh, lay down.
That's all right.
Yeah.
And see, I like this picture because I think we're going to be rainbow crystalline.
We could very well
This
be.
is what I envision our little Merkaba orbs looking like.
I have seen some pictures of people that when you shine lights on their fingers, that you see little, it's like shiny because it's the crystalline part of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it does, it is iridescent. It's not just a white.
This actually kind of looks like my dragon Matilda's scale.
Yeah. And in a way, I mean, that would be the top right-hand corner. Matilda's more pinks, whereas Esmeralda, now my dragon, is more the blues.
Isn't that cool? I love that. I wonder if you can design your Merkaba.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, we are building it ourselves anyway. Why can't we make it the way we want it? Throw a little color in it.
I could tell you some tales about people trying to build their Merkaba. A woman I know, a doctor, that was trying to build one in the, I think it was the mountains of Colorado somewhere, actually. To travel in. She wanted to sit in it and travel in it. I don't know if she ever succeeded or not. Anyway, the Egyptians call the light body Merkaba. Mer meaning light, Ka meaning soul, and Ba meaning body.
Exactly.
Some people say Merkaba. I say Merkaba because I'm dyslexic as hell. I guess that's why I do it.
I don't
We
think
believe that it
wrong,
was the chariot of the soul, and that's always how I have seen visualized us traveling. When we work on Mother Earth and I go to the center of Mother Earth, I visualize myself in a Merkaba.
And I was going to say, I've talked to some of my Jewish friends and they say Merkaba. So I think it just depends on what part of the country you're in.
Could be. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's get started.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. Evolving our 3D physical matter bodies is a process. And I'm going to warn you guys tonight, this is rather dry. But there's some fascinating information in it. Just a moment. Let me get a drink.
Yeah, there's just so much that we don't know about that we're learning. So.
And like I said, it's going to take 3 shows. There is no, it's actually liquid IV and water. That's what I'm drinking. I was having, I'm sorry, serious muscle cramps. They started in my feet, and it was like that for about a month. And then one night, it started traveling up my legs. And I went to bed one night, and it got all the way up to my thighs. And I thought, what the hell is wrong with me?
I think it
was a huge Charlie horse. So I started drinking that liquid IV. And I haven't had any since, except for every once in a while, something will go, grab me just for a couple of seconds. But as long as I'm drinking that liquid IV, my electrolytes must be way off balance or something. And I take magnesium morning and night. So you would think that I would be covered, but
Maybe you're not
it's
absorbing it.
crone information. You want crone information? This is what happens when you get older. Strange things happen to your body. What is liquid IV? It's a packet of electrolytes, is what it is. And it's one of the less nasty one, as far as I'm concerned. Most of them are way too sweet, have way too many carbs. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I don't want the carbs. And it works. I'm just don't like stuff in my water, and I've been
Yeah, I drink a
wanting
lot
to
of
do it.
water.
Hey, white dragon.
Hi, White Dragon.
So anyway, let me start this again.
There's a story about the word emergency. Leah was saying she takes emergency.
This has a lot more electrolyte stuff in it. This is not like emergency, which I used to love. I used to take that a lot.
Yeah, but you had somebody who didn't pronounce it the way we do. Emergency.
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 Emergency. That's right. Anyway, evolving our 3D physical bodies is a process, and we go through many phases in this ascension. Our light body, also known as an astral or subtle body, is a concept that describes a quasi-material aspect of the human body that is neither purely physical nor purely spiritual. And that's normally what I kind of visualize is like these little white orbs, light orbs. When I see, well, like when I'm in the Akashic Records and I see people's family on the other side and all their angels and stuff like that, that they usually are just really bright orbs of light. Is that how you see them too?
Actually, I see little threads.
You see threads.
Threads of like just climbing up, just little threads.
Interesting. That's cool. Anyway, it's considered to be the core spiritual self and is thought to be a higher dimensional energy body that connects us to the greater spiritual whole. The conversion from a gross physical body to a superior light body happens gradually in stages. The human body is made up of various internal organs and systems, which essentially consist of tissues and membranes. These tissues contain a healthy percentage of carbon and hydrocarbons as their basic constituents. Our current bodies are said to be carbon-based because of the presence of such a high percentage of carbon.
That's true. Carbon is an amorphous element which doesn't allow the cells to hold much light. So we got to get rid of it. In converting our present body into a light body, these carbon-based molecules undergo a major transmutation into a crystalline-based molecule, which can contain a lot of light. Now, this conversion is the first and major step where our cells, which are predominantly elliptical, will change into a regular crystalline shape. Their various changes are initiated where the constituent carbon elements transmute into crystalline components gradually. The change in the cell properties allow them to hold a lot more light. A very important step in transmuting the physical body into a light body is the activation of the junk DNA, or 90% of the inactive genes, as well as activation of the dormant strands.
I love that activation of our junk genes. When the junk DNA becomes active, it results in the physical body exhibiting newer characteristics. And the activation of the additional strands releases the information stored in them to invoke extraordinary capacities, healing powers, and the ability to hold light in the cells. Such activations occur every time mankind transits from the dark ages to the light age. And we've been in the dark age for 26,000 years. It is time for the light age.
Yeah, so it's not going to happen overnight.
No, it's not. It's not going to happen overnight at all. Where was I? The activations of the junk DNA and the dormant strands will be carried out under the careful monitoring and observation by the light, which we hold in our systems. Crystalline molecules have a greater capacity to hold light. thereby increasing our physical vessels or our human body's ability to maintain higher frequencies of energy and consciousness. Let's look at our current physical body. Whoops.
Well, you
The
can talk
golden
about that.
spiral. The geometry of the universal physical body is the golden spiral. Throughout it, all forms of life throughout this universe evolve physically into their next dimensional expression.
Mhm. So imagine the spiral configuration of our Milky Way galaxy. Now visualize a similar golden spiral rotating horizontally through your solar plexus, both abdomen and back, and then expanding through your universal auric field. Relax into your physical evolution. And then number two, the golden spiral is a geometry of your physical body. It's the energy through which your spiritual essence, your electromagnetic signature, embodies into multidimensional life forms throughout this universe. It correlates with the pi ratio of the golden rectangle, the Fibonacci sequence of numbers, through which the patterns of all physical life in the universe express themselves. So on Earth, this includes all the kingdoms of nature, stones, plants, animals, and humans in coherence with planetary life.
Yellow jasper, lemon quartz, and sulfur will assist us in our physical journey into multidimensional by resonating with the golden spiral, functioning within our universal auric field. Drinking a gem elixir of yellow jasper and lemon quartz, singularly or together, will vitalize the precipitating new physical form being born from the old. Does anybody do that? Does anybody drink
Gem elixir, like yellow
gem? I
jasper,
never
lemon
had.
quartz.
I'd be interested to see if anybody in the chat does that. Do you set it out in the moon with the stones in it? How long do you leave the stones in? I'm sure you Google it, whatever. It's okay. Oh my goodness. Sorry.
And sleeping.
Sleeping with sulfur next to the bed will assist with the departure of unnecessary carbon-based structures to make room for the expanded functioning of crystalline human being. So what is it that's sulfur that you would put next to you? I have no earthly idea. I have to Google that. I can't think of sulfur. I mean, we use sulfur powder
Well,
with the
sulfur
horse.
does dry things out. Maybe it pulls out some of that.
I don't know. Anyway, if anybody knows, let me know. The evolution of the physical form into fifth dimensional resonance occurring through embodiment is an experimental technology that is advancing the understanding of life in this universe.
So to live in bliss.
You can see the Fibonacci numbers right down here at the bottom.
Mhm.
I wish I could had a little poker thing.
On the left bottom.
Bottom left, that's the Fibonacci numbers. You can see that in so much in nature. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
So to live in bliss as a state of being, you must be coherently spiritual, creatively thoughtful, intelligently emotional, and directly purposeful. This is the profile of the crystalline human that you are becoming. For instance, coherence. We begin with a new understanding of coherence from a spiritual perspective. You recognize the coherence within your universe auric field as you connect with the life forms you embody throughout this universe.
Whoa. Did you hear that? Throughout the universe, not just our higher self. This is like, what?
Everywhere. We are all one. Of course, it's the universes.
As you connect with the life forms you embody throughout this universe. And I can't tell you how many times I have channeled information from entities that didn't come with my name or anything, but I found out months or years later it was just another aspect of myself. Almost all of them that have come, other than some historical guys, entities, gods and stuff have come through, but rarely. Anyway, that rarely happens anymore.
And when she was channeling for me, those are actually parts of me.
Yeah, so it's not as weird as it sounds, but I'm going to connect with all of me throughout the universe.
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet.
And remember that you are functioning between the 5th and 9th dimensions in this part of your evolutionary development. You're jumping all over the place. And this is an expanded understanding of what it means to be spiritual, to function from within your spiritual body. So coherence is the integration of how you express yourself throughout this universe.
I hope it's through unconditional love and unity consciousness. That's what I hope.
I hope so too. And I always add one more thing. I always add, besides unity consciousness and unconditional love, I always have trouble with that first word. I always add, and the courage to do what's right.
And the courage to do what's right. I like that. Dragon says, good grief, are there more of me out there? I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you, dude. I know it's frightening, isn't it? Have you ever met yourself? Hopefully not. Anyway, to consciously participate in wait a minute. I do want to say hello to Laura Hammond Davis and Laurie Huntsinger. Hi, you ladies. Nice to see you tonight. To consciously participate in the integration of your universal expressions, you have to release any attachments to older and lower vibrations that defy or resist integration on every level of your universal being. I don't know. I have to read that and reread that. It's enormous.
It is an enormous. They're saying it like, oh, that's all you got to do.
You just got to do that.
All you got to
change the way you think, right? You just got to change the way you think.
Yeah.
Here's some questions to get started. On what dimension of me is this lower vibration being released? I don't even understand the question. Mm-hmm. How does it correlate to or affect my 3rd to 5th dimensional existence on Earth? What am I more free to accomplish here and everywhere due to this release?
So to answer to the first question, as far as what dimension, it needs to be released on all the dimensions.
On all timelines, in all dimensions.
Exactly.
These questions cannot be comprehended by the human mind, but can be addressed through human awareness. Awareness requires a conscious recognition of how you're participating in your own cleanup operation. Getting rid of all that no longer serves you.
Exactly. Really doesn't serve you. Even if you don't want to address it, it needs to be.
Absolutely. Those are the ones that absolutely need to be. Ones you really don't want to touch.
So this leads to the following set of questions. 1, what is the purpose of this being within my universal matrix or self?
So what's your job here, right? What's my job here? What am I doing here? Why am I here?
And why should I release this? What is it doing for me or not? So what are the possible consequences of the behaviors based on that? Thoughts or concepts and choices being considered for activation. If you're going to go with this thing, what are the consequences? And for whom and for what am I aligned? For what, when, and how?
I like that. What, when, and how? I think that's good questions for guides when they're talking to you. What, when, and how?
So then you have collaboration. Collaboration in this context is defined as the process of unifying energy fields to their highest magnetic resonance. We want to go high. To break through to the higher electrical currents of existence. And this is electronic freedom and relates to the like attracts like principle.
Universal
Uh,
law.
if you want to be negative, you want to find negative people, and then you're going down. You want to find like people, like thoughts, like dimensions, keep growing. So the outcome is peace. Invite others to this experience of collaboration to create a new humanity, building a life of peace. Practice the premier creativity that comes from peace. In your peaceful state, you will excel in
The concepts you entertain, the choices you make. You manifest with harmonic resonance. You achieve your highest artistic vibrational expression. You create inspiration wherever you go, and co-creativity results. You're completely supported with easy access to infinite resources. Are you willing to be an expert in happiness? I don't know. I'm I'm still working my way through up.
I'm still working my way through.
Yeah, I think the next one. The golden octahedron, the coherence of your universal spiritual body is maintained by the rotational spin of the golden octahedron, transmitting the frequencies through which your universal expressions are sustained.
So it
Lordy.
helps you.
The next step is to engage the creative thought of the luminous heart. Luminosity directs the way to peaceful existence and evolutionary development by accessing higher dimensional guidance. It is the thought process of the fifth dimensional mind.
And luminosity combined with purity is the experience of unconditional love on a mission. Unconditional loving facilitates evolutionary development. And 3, the unconditional love of the fifth dimension is calm, relaxed, and expansive due to its purity and luminosity. Humans don't know how to love this way in the third dimension. Just look around you. Those that you can tell are in the third dimension, they don't know how to love this way. Yet. We're there to help. So
Show the way. Way showers, all of us.
We are,
what we're here for.
And we're all evolving into our capacity to unconditionally love as fifth dimensional beings. The fourth thing is that humans conceive love for a part, not a whole. We experience duality in particular matters because everything appears divided. This is a reflection of our own separation from cohesive living. We see ourselves in parts, and then our parts start to fight with each other.
True.
It's so true. I'm going to do this. No, you're not. Just no. Always positive and negative. This has led to self-destruction individually and is assisting in the destruction of our current civilization. Think about what's going on out there.
Yeah.
The collective human heartbeat is faint in specific areas around the globe where isolated pain has destroyed any sense of cohesive community. Not just pain, fear.
Yeah. Terror. Purity celebrates the whole because it exists. It does not recognize duality. It has the power to reopen the third dimensional heart, broken and shut down by isolated pain, by introducing multidimensional connection and wholeness. Purity radiates through the fifth dimensional luminous heart that serves as a multidimensional light chamber for creative thinking. The luminous qualities of light-bearing heart, the luminous qualities of a light-bearing heart are transparent and bright, joyful and soft, buoyant and fluid, highly intelligent, gender balanced, the luminous heart, multi-dimensionally intelligent, energetically fluid, recognizes whole systems and incorporates all the individual components into a cohesive whole.
That's right. And it recognizes its power by understanding the consequences of its behavior. They
Wow.
don't just act. They think, what's it going to do? To become intelligent, shift the human power base from the human brain to the multidimensional heart. Develop a kinesthetic awareness to access the creative energies of the luminous heart. It will always create cohesive, applicable experiences for your universal life expressions. The human heart is as afraid of taking control as the human mind is in surrendering its control. The
No
head,
shit. I agree with that
yeah,
100%.
the heart is just as scared as the brain is. To
Don't
let
you
go.
find that to be true as well?
I find it true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I know this. No, that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
The head, as the follower, must co-create with the heart as the leader. Let the luminous heart love the irrational human mind to calm it down and
True.
retrieve
That does
guidance.
work. Yeah, that really works.
Mhm.
The luminous fifth, whoa, I just lost it. The luminous fifth dimensional heart is a frequency transducer, providing assistance for the transformation of the human mind into full cohesion with the intelligent, multidimensional heart. Luminosity and purity are received, amplified, and transmitted to the cohesive crystal lattices. Multidimensional creativity is downloaded into life forms throughout the universe through crystals. For humanity, the downloading of coherent thought patterns that assist us in manifesting our evolutionary creativity can be effectively delivered through crystals with laser like accuracy.
Mhm.
Wow. We as humanity stand. Actually, this is yours.
It has your initials on it, so I was going to let you keep going.
No, it's yours. I just cut and pasted wrong.
Okay, so we as humanity stand as such a threshold point where this story is being played out on a global scale. With the entry of our Earth into the light age being accompanied by gradual transitions of our physical bodies into superior light bodies. That's a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
While this transformation appears almost magical and unbelievable, there are definite processes and stages which occur before we can inhabit entirely new bodies and extraordinary capabilities. So next week, we're going to have part 2, beginning with the blue diamond crystal, the blue heart star. Now, the blue diamond crystal is the geometry of your luminous, multidimensional mental mind and home of the purity of the fifth dimensional blue heart star. And followed by that, by the pink stellated decohedron. Did I say that right or close?
Dodecahedron.
Yeah. Anyway, the pink decahedron.
Dodecahedron.
Yeah,
Dodecahedron.
that thing. It sends the frequencies of your intentions throughout your universe expressions for manifestation. And the green octahedral matrix.
Yeah.
Through the green octahedral matrix, your physical form is evolving into a silica-based biology. And when that's separate. So anyway, join us next week as we continue our research into crystalline light bodies and how to get there and what happens next.
I think we're going to end up with 3 shows.
I think so. It's just so much new stuff for all of us.
It really is. Let us know what you think about this show and this information, because I found some of it just truly amazing. Pretty dry, But it resonates, and I'm not. My guides are nodding their heads. So whoever I can't.
And I recognize a lot of it as,
Mhm.
yes, this is what is happening.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we go to, okay, once you get to this point, where do you go? You don't ever get done. There's more. You go to this one or
Yeah,
this one. You know,
it's like peeling the onion backwards.
exactly.
We peel the onion with our shadow work, and then we put it back with our light bodies as
Uh-huh.
we
And then
advance.
from light bodies, you go to crystalline bodies. And then,
Exactly.
there is so much that we do.
I know. I got to
I
buy.
know. Shine all those crystals, White Dragon. You
You're so
get,
silly.
oh, but it happens. I've seen where the crystals are beginning to come out in the skin and you can see it and you feel like going, polish it up a little bit, you know?
Oh, good. People are saying I'm learning a lot of information.
There was a
Us
lot.
too, believe me.
Yeah.
Interesting information speaks to me on our oneness and the need for compassion. Absolutely.
Mhm.
That unconditional love and unity consciousness, that's been our motto from day one.
And all
And
this,
that's what it's all about.
yeah, all this stuff that we've been talking about, this is what you need to be doing. They're saying this is what happens when you can do that. When you let your heart be the leader and your brain being the quote
Let
follower
them work. Yeah,
totally
letting them work to get together.
together. And so it all comes out. It all comes out in the wash, as my mom would say.
So very interesting. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. And like I said, there's going to be a part 2 and part 3 because these energy bodies, the pictures to me are fascinating. And I hope you guys got a screenshot. If you didn't, I can go back to it.
There are more picture bodies coming,
Yeah, they're more picture bodies or
whatever they are.
they're coming. Yeah,
And you really need to study them to figure out what the heck is going on.
you really do.
Yeah.
It's and the information that goes along with them is absolutely fascinating. Some of it I understand. Some of it I'm like, well, okay,
It's
my head from
weird.
that. All right,
Exactly.
wouldn't be the first time.
No, that's okay.
Excuse me.
When we meet it again, we'll recognize it and it will make more sense to us.
I think you're right. I got to put this somewhere
Yeah, out of the way so we can do cards.
out of the way so we can read cards. Who would like their cards read? I've got 3 new decks that I'm going to work with tonight.
I
One's
have a bunch
newer.
of decks, but I thought since we've had snow here for last week, almost every day, or last weekend, I
You
would
did.
do,
We didn't. We missed most of it.
oh, but we got it. And
Thank you, Leah.
I'm going
She
to do
says,
Hello Winter
"Oh, I like that."
as one deck. And this is also a winter deck. I'm leaving the Christmas one for closer to Christmas. And then I'll get one of the other ones. I did get a bunch of new decks and pulled out some old ones that I hadn't looked at. And wow, some of what they say. And I have a new Dragon Tarot deck that is absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
Fun, fun, fun. Okay, here's my new deck, Angels of Atlantis, The Magic of Unicorns, and I got her unicorn meditation. This is Diana Cooper's one of her decks, and it's lovely unicorns, obviously. And then I'm using the Beyond Lemuria deck. Did you say you're using that as well?
I guess we can. There's
There's
no
no
reason.
reason why we can't both use it, Heather. I don't know why
Okay.
you worry about that. I think it's kind of interesting. You go right ahead, Laurie. Thanks for stopping in.
You have a great night, Lori.
I love that. Majestic Oracle says she loves the Atlantis deck. I just got it. I'm really not up
I
on that.
haven't looked at that. I haven't seen that one, but I do have the Lemuria one.
Let's see. Did I get
And
everybody?
based on that, I know that I do have Lemurian in me.
I think many of us here have Lemurian as well as Atlantis blood DNA. I think many of us in the chat, many of the people in the chat, many in our community, we're back here for a reason. So it doesn't happen again. The Atlantis deck. This is Angels of Atlantis. I've never seen this one before. I think I have another Atlantis deck. I'm not sure. I think that's kind of cool. Anyway, so let me get to see who's first. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the information because but I did want to show this, Leah. Send love to the meanest. Yeah.
Yes.
DJT's initials to CFR for convicted felon and rapist. So I will not be talking about it any other way but CFR, which also stands for the Code of Federal Regulations, funnily enough. But I think, yeah, never mind. Okay. This is an important time to be studying this. You're absolutely right. And Leah says most benevolent outcomes to this community and all involved. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Leah. Okay. Mary Ellen says, me.
All right, Mary Ellen.
This is going to take some time because these decks are new and I have to look at
We're still kind of looking.
I'm looking at the book. I'm not lying. I'm looking at the book.
And being new, they don't shuffle quite as well.
They don't shuffle worth a damn.
Hey, I've
got Mary Ellen, Leah, and White Dragon for having cards read.
Thank you.
Leah would like a reading on her new job. Yeah, we got that, babe. I got you twice on there.
This will be a good deck for that. I may pull a different deck for some of that.
I've got 3. But this is for Mary Ellen. Whoa. Like I said, they don't shuffle very well.
They don't spread out real easily either. That one.
Does anybody else have the unicorn deck? It's really lovely. And I can't wait to do her meditation. I was going to try to do it before the show tonight, but I didn't get around to it. I was too busy.
Too many guys.
And I'm actually going to read parts of the book since I don't really know anything about these decks. So I hope you'll be patient with your readings. I almost wish I had a picture of the different of the body and the chakras and the aura layers with these cards. Oh, wow. That's nice.
Mm. Okay. Well, one of the decks dropped out 2 cards, but they aren't necessarily in order. Now, this is one of the winter ones, and they're indicating that winter can be a little lonely, and that's just because of the weather. But don't think about it as being lonely because it's a growth opportunity for you. You are able to meet the challenges that you need to meet. And to do that, you need to be yourself and show off who you really are. Don't be afraid to show off who you are, being yourself. And when you're meeting those challenges, and like I said, this is just the weather. It's cold. It's sometimes snowy. It keeps you inside, and it's not what you want. But it's very short term. Like I said, being yourself and showing off yourself, that is part of what you're aiming to do. And to do that, they say you need to start reclaiming your energy. You decide where you're going to put that energy. Don't let everybody else tell you what to do. You're deciding where you're going to delegate the different energies. And if you're going to do it in shadow work, do it in shadow work. If you're going to do it in different meditations, do it in meditations. But be true to yourself. Don't be afraid to show yourself off and grow from your experiences. Okay?
Well, that's basically what Beyond Lemuria is. I can't pick up the card. Starseer, number 46 in Beyond Lemuria. Look at her. This is about trusting your judgment, knowing that you're on your path, um, focusing on your intention because miracles are possible. You got the Metatron card as well. And
Wow.
Metatron card is about miracles happening. You need to focus on your bliss, whatever that may be. And what I love, this Stargate of Lyra, expand your causal chakra, enter the unicorn kingdom. When you pull this card and you focus on the unicorn kingdom, it allows you entrance into that kingdom. Let me see what it says here. Lyra is a magnificent cross-shaped stargate between this universe and others. Beyond it lies the unicorn kingdom. Archangel Christiel, the wondrous white angel of peace, overlights it. This card, in fact, invites you to visit the unicorn kingdom through the Stargate of Lyra. Isn't that amazing? And you can always ask your unicorn for whatever information it has for you at this time. So those are fun cards.
Like it says, it's a growth opportunity.
Yeah,
all that
it is. Whatever challenges is there, know you've got Metatron on your side. I mean, you can't ask for anybody better in my book.
And they all are super special on their own.
They are.
And they all, I feel like, can do everything. They just specialize in one area if you really need that.
Yeah, Metatron's cube is a Merkaba, but however you say it. Merkaba. I'm going to say it the way I always say it. Okay. Yeah. I hope that resonated, Mary Ellen. I hope that makes sense to you. But from what I can see, as you have everything inside of you, you have the wisdom. You just need to trust your gut, trust your heart. Set your cohesion between the brain and the heart. That Heart Math Institute can actually help us with that. They have techniques to, and it's a very simple breathing technique for coherence between your heart and your brain. You just have to do it.
You just have to decide where you're putting your energy.
Exactly. Anyway, love you, Mary Ellen. Thank you for being here and for asking for the cards. And next will be Leah. So
new job, huh?
Reading on her new job. Yo. Has anybody read The Alchemy of Voice by Stuart Pearce? He's the guy that made these cards, the Angels of Atlantis.
I haven't read it.
Anyway, he wrote a book. This is for the cards, but he wrote a book about them. The Alchemy of Voice. I've never read it. But I like his cards. They're kind of neat. No freaking way. I pulled Metatron again, you guys. Miracles. I would say that's a damn good sign for your new job.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see what this one is.
And what flew out here? I got this card for myself earlier. Interesting. The Ascension Flames.
Okay. Well, what I got when you're talking about new jobs are the first two. This one again gave me two cards. I didn't realize it till I took a hold of them. The first one, and I always asked for about your job. First one says it's a lucky star. So that's a good thing. It's time to take a chance on the new job. You will have divine guidance through going through and what you're finding in there. So look for signs from spirit while you're there, because they're going to help you even things out, figure out what needs to be done. And there will be innovations for you, the things that you're going to do that are more creative. And you're going to run into something and they'll say, why don't you do it this way? Not people, I'm saying the spirit is saying you're going to have innovations that you're going to be doing. And the last card is number 20 and 22. It's on crystal keys. That's what it's called. And basically, it's about hidden wisdom codes and information and seeing things that trigger you that actually are a gift for you, because they'll trigger you into some of those innovations and looking for those signs. And you're going to be aware of the drama creating kind of patterns and things that need to be healed up. And you're going to be able to do it. Again, from all these cards that are saying how positive this is and how much they're behind you and it's new stuff. So you're going to help heal things because you're going to be aware of things that they don't know about yet. Without your help, they won't know how to heal the things. So it's a good move for you. I mean, Lucky Star is a really good one to have. So
my cards are great too. I got Metatron again with his miracles. Then I got the Ascension Flames, merge with light, ignite keys and codes. No, I've forgotten what they said about that one. Damn it. Hang on. Oh, and then I got the Ascension Flame is an etheric fire containing specific keys and codes to accelerate your spiritual journey. There are many of them, and each has been created by great beings of light to help humanity now. For example, Kuan Yin beings from Andromeda and Archangel Shamuel are some of those who have contributed to the Pink Ascension Flame of Love. There's a whole bunch of different ones. When you draw this card, consider what you well, they want you to pick an Ascension Flame, but you can't really do that. Anyway, you can always ask that unicorn for the help of the Ascension Flames. And then I pull water, which all is about abundance and non-attachments, allowing financial abundance to flow, energies to flow. So I think your new job is going to be a really nice job for you.
And I also
got really going to contribute.
What? I also got, yes, you're going to do all those things for the company, but they are going to appreciate what you do for them.
That's sweet.
And that's important too.
You go, Leah. Thanks for your question, honey. You're welcome. I'm sorry. She says, that's nice. I saw 2 eagles and good luck. Thank you, angels and ladies. And then I'm trying hard. It's not easy. They need a better vantage point. Thank you. Love you both. And she says, I'm so neutral. Okay, who is next? Me.
Well, French, wow. Or is moi also me for in different languages? I think it is. I just
I
learned
have
it.
no idea what you just said.
Moi, M-O-I, is
Uh-huh.
me in French.
Yeah.
But I think it's also me in different languages.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know. How's things, White Dragon? How's the wife, the granddaughter, the kids? Hope everybody is thriving.
Mhm.
I found last week a really hard week. I'm finding it a little bit easier this week, but I'm aghast at the theft. Okay. White Dragon.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Who's George? Your brother George? Says Heather George would know. LOL. Everything is okay. Who's George?
Let me get down there to where you're at so I can see what they're
The
saying.
last one from White Dragon.
I don't see anything about a George.
Heather George would know. LOL. Everything is okay. Wait a minute. Here we go. I'll just put it up.
Oh, I got it. Thank you. I'm glad. Chopin's friend,
Oh, right.
George
Okay.
Sand.
It says sand. I got it.
I thought at first he was talking about my brother George, but he
That's
meant
what I
me.
was asking. Is he talking about your brother?
He's talking about
Nope.
me.
He's talking about you in another aspect of you.
Hmm.
Ooh. Wow. You got some amazing cards.
I just looked at one again. That same deck gave me two cards.
Okay, can
But
I go ahead?
listen, you go ahead. I have to get this one out yet.
Surrender. Surrender to the universe. You know, that's the only way anything ever freaking works is when you surrender to the universe. Call in the violet flame. Oh, invoke the cosmic diamond violet flame to transmute all that is not love around you. Sometimes you carry little add ons, you know, from all your work, and you need to remember because of the work that you do that love and transmuting dark energy into white energy is what the violet flame does. It's super important. And Michael, hi, Michael. Michael comes through. Have some patience, son. Be patient, son. That's his message tonight for you. I love that. Look at the pyramids with the light. Isn't that an interesting card? Okay. Hope that resonates, babe.
I thought it was funny because you talked about the violet flame, and of course, that's what I got, the violet flame.
Wow.
And basically, they're saying check your psychic toolkit, clean off what you don't need. There's things that are trying to stick to you. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was getting too.
But the other cards, so determination, don't lose it. Just keep being determined. They said, and somebody wants to connect with you, but you're a smart cookie. You know
like
the truth,
that.
whether you should connect with them or not.
What's that dick? That is too cute.
Anyway, he's a smart cookie. And so as far as getting together with that person, you need to be really careful and use your determination and discrimination.
Discernment.
Mm-hmm.
Discernment too.
Yeah, right. And that's why the purple flame comes in. because they're saying you may need to use it to help brush that stuff off.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was getting to. Interesting. Very interesting.
But you're a smart cookie. You know what's what. So
I hope that makes sense. Hey, everybody, thanks for coming and joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. And I loved using my new cards. That was a lot of fun. I hope you'll come back next Tuesday for part 2. And this weekend, we had the lovely Wisdom Seeker Joan on Saturday evening, sorry. And Friday, we're actually going to be on Sun Psychic Jean's channel at 2:30 Mountain. So that would be 4:30 Eastern. I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but we always have fun with Jean. So I'm looking
there's
forward.
always something that's very interesting.
Always something that's interesting.
Or some things with an S.
Yeah. We'll have a great time. And like I said, part 2. And then I think we have Allie on the 23rd. I'm really looking forward to Allie coming on. She hasn't been on our channel in a while. I don't know how we slipped through, but anyway, it's time for Allie Martin to be on, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So you guys have a great rest of your week. Like I said, we'll see you Saturday with Wisdom Seeker Joan, and Friday afternoon. Please hit the like button. We're almost to 1,000. It would really be fun to get there. Share our videos with your friends. We'd really appreciate that. And
watch this one again so that you can get everything, because it was so intense and
intense. There was a lot of definitely a lot of information.
Yeah,
Love to all.
Several times in order to catch everything.
Yeah, take time for some self-care this week. It's been rough the last few days.
Solar flares
Don't know where we're going from here, but it'll be interesting. I did hear my band's going to be ready on March 18th, so I'll be hitting the road March 18th, and we'll do a different version of the show from then on. I hope. But anyway,
I don't see any reason not to.
Exactly. Really looking forward to that. But Christmas here in Colorado with the family, Thanksgiving both here with the kids in Colorado is going to be fantastic.
No, I'll probably go see mine on New Year's. The ones that aren't.
The ones that aren't in Denver. Yeah. Anyway, good night, all. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.